Okay, so we were getting the train from Xi'an to Beijing, and then we thought we'd make a stop off at Huashan, which is a town known for its mountain. And so we're going up there. We wanted to do this the whole time, but we weren't sure if we could based on the weather. But luckily it's a really nice day despite all the apps saying it was supposed to rain, so we were like so fortunate that way. And it's been a bit of an adventure getting to this point, which is why it's the first time we're filming, because we've met a random taxi driver and old ladies watching our stuff rather than an actual locker. We had to run up 50 million stairs to get here, but we took a bus to get to the cable car. Now we're taking the cable car up, trying to make sure we can fit it in before the cable car shuts and we get our train that we are actually taking this up tonight to Beijing. So far it is already so beautiful, but because of the smog it looks like it's going to be rubbish, and then you get above the smog and it's just amazing.
Wow. Wow.
You go up and down the 4 peaks and there's all these temples everywhere, and I think they're Buddhist judging by the incense, but I could be wrong. But it's such a cool landscape, like the mountains, the snow, the temples, very cool. So we've made it to the South Peak. There is all of these locks everywhere, and we put one up for our friends that they gave us to bring. And then it looks a little hazy, but it's not actually. It's just actually snowing while we're up here, which is awesome. Now I officially can say I got a white Christmas, because I didn't think I would. And there's kanji all engraved on the rock, which is crazy, filled with snow. We had someone take our photo because I thought we were a celebrity. It was fun. The reason we actually came up here was because there's the world's most dangerous hike. Unfortunately it's closed for repairs, but I'm going to insert footage here of our friends doing it, and it looked amazing. But unfortunately can't do it today, which is sad, but it's still a really cool view, and it's still got like lovely temples, and there's more here than just that hike, so still worth coming up. So we're in Beijing now, but before we go out and explore Beijing, I just wanted to sum up what we did at Mount Huashan, because there was a few things that we would have liked to have done before we went, and it would have made our experience a lot better. Daniel feels passionate about this, so you can go through it.
Yeah, so I think the day was really good, how we did it, but there was a few caveats that I think if we knew beforehand, we would plan it a little bit differently. So first, probably give yourself a fair amount of time.
But just to get up to it, I think us running and like killing it at every stage, it still took us an hour and a half. No.
Yeah, it did. From what I'd read, there was a tourist bus that would run from outside, but going to the tourist office and checking with them, they said the only way was by taxi.
Which is fine, it's not expensive, but the tourist bus was what we were kind of counting on to get us to the right place. And that we think doesn't run in winter in the off season. So if you're coming in the off season, don't worry about the tourist bus, just get a taxi straight away. That would have saved us some time.
Yeah, it only cost us 20 yuan, so...
Yeah, it wasn't expensive.
And then from there, you have to buy tickets for a bus.
40-minute bus.
Yeah.
You can hike it, and this is to the East Peak. You can go up to the East Peak or the North Peak. We went up to the East Peak, and then we bought tickets to come down the North Peak, which we didn't realise.
Kind of got tickets to the whole thing, to do kind of a loop around. Yeah, my advice, instead of buying all the tickets in advance, is because you're not exactly sure how you're going to go up and come down the mountain, to just buy tickets at each stage. It may take a little bit longer with queuing and purchasing individual tickets, but at least you know you'll be buying the tickets for the right section.
Yeah, it's not as clear when you're on top of the mountain. It's not as obvious as you would think because everything's quite windy and there's lots of roads going to nowhere. It's a bit of a maze. So gambling that you can find the one that you bought tickets for is a lot. And different peaks are worth different amount of money. So we had to buy two tickets to the one that we went down, which happened to be the more expensive one, which was annoying.
For the tickets for the West Peak was 120 yuan each. Yeah, so 240 for the two of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, about $24 Australian per chairlift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it cost 100 yuan to get a ticket into the mountain. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other peak, I think it's like half price. So the bus only cost $4, not $8, and the chairlift costs like $10, not $20. So you can, if you go up and down the cheap one, you can save some money as well, which we didn't know.
Yeah. At least we didn't get off at a point
That's
that we
true.
didn't know. So.
Yeah, we were on a time crunch, so going with paying a bit extra to do what's familiar was worth it to us. But if you're staying here, then that would not be worth it. So
Yes. So to kind of sum it up would be to allow yourself a lot of time to do the hike and the transport up and down.
One thing I would have liked to have known is that Huashan town, very smoggy. So even though it looked grey and disgusting and gross, on top of the clouds, it was a beautiful day. So I was like strolling around, not stressed, because I was like, we're not even going to go up, it's going to be cancelled, the weather's rubbish, blah blah blah. No, it was a perfect day. If we'd gone up earlier, it would have been better, but I just didn't think we were going to, so I just took my time. And the weather app lied. I typed in Huashan and it said it was supposed to rain all day, and it wasn't raining in the town or on the mountains, so we think it was maybe a different town, but odds on you're probably going to make the same mistake I did and type in the name of the mountain and assume that's it. So don't trust the weather app either, just to gamble it.
Yeah, I think your best bet is to go up. In China, they're probably going to be running it even if it is rainy.
And the plank walk is closed until further notice. I couldn't get any more information on that, just that it's closed for maintenance. So if you're going up in the next few months, it probably won't be open.
From getting in at Huashan Bay, Huashan North Station, to actually getting to the top of the mountain will be an hour and a half.
To 2 hours.
To 2 hours.
Because we went really fast. We
and
ran
it will
up
be
the
the
hills.
same way down.
We ran.
Yeah.
And we still took us an hour and a half. So.
And bring adequate yuan, because chairlift tickets are expensive.
Yeah, cash is king here. Don't let anyone tell you different. And yeah, I think that's it for that day.
Yeah.
It was definitely worth it. It was a highlight. But now we're going to go explore Beijing, and it is very cold here. It's a brisk 8 degrees. Minus 8 degrees. Oh my god, I wish it was 8 degrees. I wish it was 8 degrees.
Yeah.
Alright. Peace out. I look like a little Eskimo. Cold has.
So frozen.
My mouth doesn't work because it's so cold.